What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Crossout 101. We are back, and I'm going to open up a veteran container. We just got this for completing whatever, level 10, just to get this. So I'm going to do just a quick clip of me opening this up. See what kind of crazy part we get. Actually, can we sell this? No, we can't. That sucks. Maybe we can sell the part that's on the inside, though. As it says, it's a rare part, so everything we're going to get is going to be rare. Hopefully it's not just for 2 hours. Let's see what awesomeness we get. Wait, what? What the hell did I say? Oh, little boy, £6. Not for sale. This item can't be traded on the market. Wah, wah, wah. But the cool thing is, I believe we go into here. Oh, damn. That's only 5 energy. And the other one is 6. And we have nothing else we could take off to be able to put that on. That's okay. So we'll have to figure that out. But what I'm going to do, I'm kind of just playing around right now. So I'll bring you guys back once I'm ready to go. And I'm going to teach you guys a few more little tips and tricks and where to put different things. Got extra parts, basically, that we can put on. Where the hell are they? The lightweight frames and all that kind of stuff. And I'll explain everything like that to you as well. And what the application of the radar, the booster, and where the hell is the other one? Radar, the booster, and the radio. I'll explain all those, the mechanics of those, how they work, what they work with, and what they don't work with, all that kind of stuff. So give me a little bit, and I'll be right back. All right, everybody, we're back, and I don't think I've made any changes to the vehicle from the last time we were talking, well, maybe I did. Anyways, what I'd like to do now is just kind of go over a few little things with you guys about the different options that they have available, usually pretty early game, which is the weapon radiator, the small radar, the avia booster, the Carjack, and where's the other one? Oh, the radio. So, now, this is a little bit of a tricky thing. Not all of them, but one in particular a little bit tricky, and then I'll get into a little bit to do with the lightweight frames as well. So first one is the weapon radiator, and basically what this does with any of the guns that you have when you're in the game, we'll go in here, and you can see machine gun, see it going up in orange. So once that actually overheats, well, you have to wait a few seconds, and then you're able to shoot again. By putting this in here, it reduces the time it takes to cool down. So if it takes, I don't know, 30 seconds, say, you take that 30% off, and it'll be about, 21 seconds kind of thing that you have to wait instead of 30. So it does make it easier for you to be able to shoot more often. And then it is not stackable. So you can't put 5 of these on and have 100%, 150% reduction. With the radar is kind of a cool one. And the reason why I say that, if we go back in here, you can see what this does is it increases the enemy detection radius to 300 meters. I believe by default it is 200 or 150. And what that means is on your little HUD display in the bottom right corner, you can see, enemy, the enemy shows up on the radar from a further distance. So see how far I was before it actually showed up? See, watch. If I go further away, there, it's gone away, and we're at the edge of the truck there. If we were to put the radar on, here, let's just go back in here, build, there, radar, there. Now if we go for a test drive, it's already on the screen. So now if I go, we were at the edge here, it didn't show up. So now if we go further away, let's go over this way. And look at that, comes right on the map the entire time. Yeah, so it's right on the map. So you can see now the distance away that we actually get to see things. And it can make a huge difference when you're coming up on the, say around the corner of a building like this here. So if you're coming around the corner of a building, you can't see that little red marker, so you're like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Holy crap, there's a dude right there. Back up. Right? Especially there. Now you can see him. It's like, okay, see where he goes. And then you can start blasting the foos. Anyways, back into here, go into our storage. The next one is, this is the one that's a little bit confusing because a lot of people are like, well, what's the point? It increases the radius of information transmission to allies. So what this is actually for when you're in here. Nope. Controls. Where is it? I don't think there's anything else. Come on, where is it? Well, the call-out attacks, that's one thing, but there's the push to talk. I don't know how the hell that is, but voice chat there, so you can actually do a voice chat. If you don't have this radar on, it increases it to 450 meters. If they're any further than that away from you, they won't hear you. And they won't see you doing that little chant like that. Regroup here. If they're not within that 450 meter radius of you, then they're not going to see it. So it has nothing to do with the game in itself. It's actually to be able to chat with the people that are in the game. And that can make a huge difference between you winning or losing. And the reason why I say that is because, again, I'm using around the corner kind of thing. So your teammate is like, hey, I'm trapped over here. There's 8 guys beside me over on the west side. And you're like, oh crap, that's over here. You go around a corner and blah, you can blast them. But if you go flying around, you don't have a radar. You're like, hey, everybody has a, oh crap, there's 8 guys here. And then you're getting blasted, not the other way around. So that's one of the advantages to having the radio. When we get back into the avia booster, this one is a little bit tricky. Let me see, I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna take this guy off. Oops. And go here. Good enough? Yeah. And go for a test drive. So right here, if we go like this, it gives you a little bit of a speed boost. So it helps to kind of get you away, and there is a cooldown timer for it. No, the weapon radiator does not work with that, as far as I know. So basically, again, you're roaming along, and you're like, okay, time to get out of here. Can help you out with that. Now, the other thing I was thinking, I'm sure... Can you not... Okay, I was wondering if, I wonder if you could use it to go backwards. I wonder what that would do. Kind of curious. Will it stop me? Nope. So I don't know what that does. I thought maybe you could turn it upside down, so or lift you off the ground, but I guess not. I'm trying. That's what I was trying to do when I had it in here. I'm trying to rotate, and there is nothing to rotate. All I could do is just turn it the cardinal directions, and that's it. So that is for like a bit of a speed boost, we'll call it. Let's see. The other one is the Carjack. Now, the Carjack is not always necessary because most cases people in game are going to help you out. But this is for if you happen to flip over. So we go out in here. I know just off to the left-hand side over here, there's a couple ramps. So if we go over here and we go like this. Oh, I fell. There. Wait for help or use the auto jack in 26 seconds. So now you gotta sit here for 30 seconds waiting for one of your buddies to come by and get you. And if you don't have a radio, you don't have a jack, guess what? You screwed, buddy. So all you would do in that case is somewhere in your vehicle, because if you get it shot off, you will end up being stuck. So see, we can take out one of these guys, and then in here, it's not gonna fit in there, is it? Damn it! Well, that's unexpected. Oh yeah, I forgot I put the light engine in here. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that that would have just what's right down in there. We'll put it there. Yeah, why not? And then we can go like this. And we'll place this guy. Come on, you can do it. Right in there. And then probably get the canvas, I think. Right there. Look at that. So now, if we go out and we're doing our thing. This guy's gonna shoot at me. I'm so screwed. Oh no. And then you're going, okay, and you look somewhere else, and then you're like, oh crap. Oh, that actually worked out pretty good. Well, shoot. But you guys understand the premise behind one of those. Is basically, it's to flip you over when you've tripped and fallen and you can't get up. This helps you out so that you don't have to worry about it. You can flip yourself over. You don't have any wait period or anything like that. You can just basically do what you need to do. Oh, come on. Seriously not going to do it? Okay, there. That's basically, this isn't going to work because we're going to be wedged in here. But now you can see, you can flip as many times as you need to be able to get yourself out of here. So now, I mean, this is where your buddies are really going to have to come in handy because they're going to smash you around, try to get you out of here. But you guys get the idea with that. So now we get into the actual light frames. And what this is, see, you can see the structures on this one here. We'll do the 4x4 because I think we have that on the vehicle. So 4x4 includes 20 structure. If you look at this one here, it's 48, more than double the structure. But see, this isn't always a good thing. So your power score, which is your almost like your rating here, is exactly the same. So see, where is it? Right here, 2142. If I take the 4x4 frame that I have here off, which is the heavy duty one, and put the lightweight on, it still remains the same. The only thing that actually drops is the cabin structure. So if we go, let's get rid of this, go back into the build. Oh boy, we go here. It's a 6x4. I have a 6x4 and I thought I had a 2x4 in here. Now I got two 6x4s. Well, damn. That doesn't help me. Shoot. Okay, because I was going to show you, basically, if I was to put this 6x4 on, it has the exact same power thing. But the big difference is, look at the mass. For a 4x4, it's 108 kilos, whereas this guy here is 216. It's exactly double the mass. So if you want to have a faster vehicle, that's where you're going to be able to go with one of these guys, the lightweight frame. See, we could actually do something in this case where we'd lift this guy up. We get rid of you. Get rid of you. We go in here. And gotta lift you up. I might have to realign the tires. There. Nope, we're fine. Okay, so now I go back in here, grab another one. Like that. And do the last one. So this is going to work out to be the equivalent. Lift you up. Let me in. Okay. Okay, so now we have the lighter weight. If you look at the power score, it's exactly the same. Our structure went from 386 though down to 301. But if we take this for a test drive, now look how fast this bad boy is. Actually moving quite a bit faster because we've reduced the weight of just the chassis itself by half. So that there in itself, pretty amazing, pretty amazing. Great for a quick getaway, and not always, probably the frame I think would be one of the last things to take a hit. You know, unless you're taking a hit right on the ground like that. And even that's not always going to be, you know, but look at, I'm pushing a car pretty damn fast. There, blew that guy's roof right off. But you can see now, even with the couple shots that I've given it, there. The frame is still intact. Otherwise the wheels wouldn't be on. Right? So that's one good thing, is that even though you have the lighter frame on, it's not always going to be the first thing to go. So that is a little bit of a tip, that if you want a faster vehicle, especially if you don't have the light engine or anything like that, and you want your vehicle to go faster, as soon as you get lightweight frames, throw a few on. Definitely would help you out in the long run. And then I guess the last thing is the fuel barrel. With this here, the way that they've got it written is a little bit confusing. It says it allows you to receive fuel in PvP battles, which is true. You get 5 fuel for the barrel, which does not stack. So if you put 5 on, you're not going to get 25 fuel. You only get the 5. But what does stack is the explosion. So upon destruction, it explodes and deals 450 damage into 10-meter radius. So if you were to put 5 on, you're gonna get like, you know, I don't know, 2,250 damage all in one spot. So that is actually a thing. But you can check that out for yourself. You can do a little bit of testing and everything like that. And somebody was actually mentioning that what I should do is save my designs on online, which I can do. So we could always save it in here, and I could upload these for you guys to use. And let's see, noob design, noob. We'll do Des 1 there. So I could publish it right there. Your blueprint has been published on the exhibition. So now you guys can actually go in here and you can look it up. So if you were to look up chills, there you go. So now you guys can actually look through it. And what I'll do is with my other account, Chills504, I'll put the big guy up there as well. I'm going to actually be logging out of this version here, and I'm going to be heading over to that one so I can do a little bit of gameplay for myself. And I'll post the other one up there for that as well. Just look up the name Chills. You'll find my designs under there. One will be under my real name, which is Andrew H. And the other one you'll find under Chills504. Thank you so very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed these tips and tricks. If you have any questions or anything, leave a comment down below. I'll help you out as best as I can. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.
Very simple.